Hello, my friends, and welcome. I hope you are having a dandy of a day. I'm doing pretty good, my friends. I had a full day off. I when I say that, I totally disregard full day off. Today was a snow day, and so I did work from home, and it was an interesting day. I actually got quite a bit done. Got a lot of grading done. I'm ready. I'm ready for the Christmas break, and I'm happy to be there for it. Uh, I'm I'm super stoked, guys. Tonight we are going to be playing GAC. I gotta say, I've probably already lost because look at my freaking opponent. I mean, just first off, I finally made it to Kyber. I mean, it's taken me a long time. But I gotta say, I'm happy to be here, right? It's been it's been so long since I've been in Kyber. I haven't been in Kyber for oof. I think I was in Kyber that very first time around, but not since. Um, so let's go into it. Let's get into it. Let me show you. I'm going up against Wolfvorn, which is just an awesome name. And I gotta also say, mad props, mad shout out. I always like to see, um, you know, the guilds that I'm going up against. I like to see what I'm going up playing. You know what team? This is Chaos Rising. Just a dope name. Um, love the books. Mad props to Thrawn. But look at this, guys. I'm going up against five freaking uh, Galactic Legends, right? He has, or my opponent, his inventory, Galactic Power 7,323,315. Let me just do this. Let's take a look at his bottom. Oh, the dude, he's got no fluffy bottom. I mean, look, doesn't even have his Moff Gideon unlocked. I mean, he's got him unlocked in 7 star, but like not leveled up. I mean, same thing with Dark Trooper. I mean, he's made good choices. Versus myself, who, let's take a look at my mini going nerdy here. 72 in arena. I haven't really moved. 7,492,000 galactic power. 364. Obviously, that last little 364. That makes a lot of sense. If you're watching at the beginning of the stream, I always show this at the end as well. But I'm going after. Look at my GLs. Boom. Kenobi's not even a Relic 7. Aldry, how are you, sir? So, Kenobi's not even a Relic 7. This is where I'm at. I accidentally stumbled on to getting, what's his face? I decided, no, those are my allies. My bad. But if you want to join me, I've got 3 more spots available. I don't know. I mean, do you need ally points as much as we used to? Like, I accidentally started, farming for him, and now I'm 1 away. So I don't know. Like, I'm going up against 5. That's freaking ridiculous. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. He has already won, or is already gone. He did a full clear. Good to see you too, Aldry. Good to see you. He's got Ray up top. Really, outside of Ray, not a whole lot of concern in this top round. I'm still going to be using Swugga GG, of course. Down here, I've got all of these guys. I am always concerned about the Bad Batch. I don't go up against them very often. I don't like to go up against them very often, and so I avoid them. And so that might come back to kick me in the behind tonight. And then I gotta say, I mean, oh, I do love the new picture of the lady. I mean, I don't necessarily like her body type, but I mean, it's a video game. I don't care about the body type. But like the portfolio, the image. I mean, mad props art department, because if you guys can zoom in on that, like, that is dope. I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn again. The the portrait. I'm loving it. He looks great. And Mace Windu finally looks like a bad, not here, but his portrait. He looks like a bad AMFer because he looks dope, right? Very excited about that. But we'll see what he has in the back. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Let's open up the GAC counter list. Always got to Mad Props Pimpo, the mod father. They made some changes. I like that. It's been a while, right? Although, I don't know about you guys, but I actually love using Swugga GG when I'm doing, like, other events, Territory War. I love that, right? So, let's take out the bottom first. Let's do it. 5v5. I'm going to go after the Bad Batch. And I'm going to see a Hunter. So, 3v3, although that's still pops up as default. I don't have... Ooh, really? So far, I am liking the new changes. Because for me, and I know that you could have always changed your Squad Arena payout time. I never did. I'm going to go ahead and use, what's his face? Kylo here. But like for me, that time period was like right when I was getting home and like dinner time, and like there was no better time for it. That's the thing. Like I could have chosen a better time or a more relatable time, but then that would have jacked up like all of the other payouts, and I was like, no, the payouts are at good times for me. And so, and I assumed that they all went hand in hand. I actually never, now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, I never actually looked into it, so maybe they didn't. I don't know, but I like that I'm not having to, like, put my, like have my phone like hot and heavy, hot and ready. Got Little Caesars on the brain for whatever reason. Like I like that I can put it down, right? Like I'm playing throughout the day, periodically, just like everyone. Not for long, not for giant stretches, but enough. But I like that I can put it down. And so, like, this is actually the first time that I'm seeing kind of some of the how it plays out. Ooh, that's dope. I like that. 78. That seems good, right? I feel that's positive. Let's see. Okay, let's jump back over. But one of the things that I'm actually enjoying right now about the game is like there's a lot of stuff going on, but it's Christmas time, and so I'm really curious to see what will happen once the holidays are over and a lot of the I don't know, a lot of the kind of hype goes down. I'm curious to see what it'll look like when it's normal day to day. Right, so I'm jumping back up here. I'm gonna take out, or I'm going to try. Let's see, who are we doing? So we've got these guys. We've got the twins, and then Han. See, I don't have Cat. That's the thing. I'm really close. I'm 28 shards away from unlocking Cat. And so that will be, once I can get her. McKay Harms. I know. Well, welcome, man. I don't do them as often as I used to. Um, but let's do this. Let's jump into what's going on. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad it froze up on me when I was doing the. Let me switch over real quick, guys. I'm gonna have to load my BlueStacks back up. Um, so Squad Arena Store. That's the image. That's the last video that I made. Whoops. There we are. BlueStacks. 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 Starting it back up. All right, here we go. I'm liking it though. That's the short answer. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm very excited that we finally got the Harrison Dula thing. Let me stop that. I've got multiple instances running. That might be the problem. I'm very excited that we got Harrison Dula finally up. Um, I'm curious to see how she plays out. I think it's a great addition to the Phoenix, and I think it finally makes the Phoenix team good, reasonable. You know, having potential. I mean, I'm kind of stoked to see it. You know, in action. Hera won't be the character that I go with. I'm definitely thinking I'm gonna do Qui-Gon. Right? I'm gonna go with Qui-Gon. All right, there we go. BlueStacks is back. But yeah. So I'm excited to see a lot of the changes. Now, it's like territory wars. It seems like they're going to be doing a lot more PvP. Or PvE. No, yeah, PvP. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see with everything, you know. But again, it's the hype time. We're going through the hype right now. So, you know, what's going to happen when the hype's gone? You know. All right. So this one says I'm going to do my Yodas. See, I'm going to go straight Jedi. Let me bring up my Jedi. I know that if what's his face? The Nev saw me doing this, he'd be super pissed because I'm not using mod layouts. Oh, hush, cat. My cat's outside the door whining at me. Do. And then I'm going to put in... Who do I want to use? I'm thinking I'm going to go... I'm going to do this. I'm 50-50 against this team, with this team. We'll see. I mean, I do try to like get my this is what I will say about everything that's gone on. I am a huge fan of the fact that everything right now is essentially gearing towards like a PvP style gameplay. I feel like we're at a point that's we should have been at a long time ago. Like a lot of the things that we're seeing, I think, are changes that Capital Games definitely should have made a while back. But I mean, oh, here it is. Let's go ahead and Payow! Let's go do some shared stuff. To be honest, what I'm most excited about is Friday. I'm going to do my darndest to take my oldest to go see Spider-Man. Because I've heard some amazing things and I'm very excited. Just pickled tink, you know. That's how excited I am for that. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, My belief when it comes to Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man is, I think, heresy to some people. But it is just my opinion when it comes to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Boom! Shakalaka! Take that. Alrighty. 60. I mean, oh, see, that's awesome. That's like, it was so cool to see like people scalping tickets for like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm not for scalping by any means, but like the fact that someone's gonna pay for it because they would, because I mean, it looks just the bomb. And you know what I love about Star Wars is the same thing that I really like about Marvel. I'm just more into Star Wars, is the interconnectivity. Marvel's done an amazing job with, having things, world building essentially, and it's just, oh, it's just amazing. So let's look at Grievous counters. Let's see who we're gonna take on. Looks like a lot of people like to use Kylo, and I have used Kylo, so that's not gonna work. Let's do this. Let's do our 501st crew. Boom shakalaka. I don't know if I need all of them, but I'm gonna, just in case, you know. Yeah. So I am being very careful when it comes to spoilers. Uh, with for me, when it comes to Spider-Man, I'm not so much worried about the spoilers as I am like, I am. I mean, I am worried about the spoilers. Like, I don't want to be spoiled, obviously. Let's see what is going on here. But like, I've had a lot of things spoiled for me in the past. I remember, what was it? It was, oh, episode friggin' episode 7. 7? Yeah, the one with Force Awakens, right? I'm sitting there and I'm on the internets and I'm scrolling through like a meme site, and there's a meme that's just like, Han dies, his son kills him. And I'm like, I was really upset. And it was like the day before, like it was like the next day I was going to the movie. I was beyond mad. And like I was mostly mad at myself. I mean, cuz there's douchebaggery everywhere, right? And I was just really upset that I fell for it, that I let it catch me. And I was like, oh man, I could have prevented this. Why did I go on the internet? I could have done anything else tonight. I chose to go on the internet. And so it really was my fault. As much as I can blame someone else, and I would be right, I think, especially in this situation. But in reality, I don't know. Now, I will say, as far as, today is the 15th, 14 days, guys, before the Book of Boba Fett. That's the thing that I'm trying to avoid spoilers at all costs, because oh man, I am so excited for that. Like what I'm, and oh man, and it's hard because like I want to make videos, I want to I want to scroll the internet, but you gotta be careful. There's so much. It's so dangerous, Oh, I love it though. Like 14 days. I'm so excited. So excited for that. But yeah, I almost went and saw Ghostbusters tonight, and like I just couldn't fit it in the time, you know. But I mean, I really want to see it. Like that's one that I'm definitely gonna have to hit up. I'm hoping to watch that during the break, but I'm also hoping, to be honest, I might see if I can take all of my cousins, my nieces and nephews. So if they are watching, which I know they're not, But if they are watching, and they should clearly be in bed, yeah, I'll take you guys. But Ghostbusters looks amazing. It looks awesome. But I just there's so many good movies. My goal for the Christmas break, right? Because teacher, I get like 2 weeks off, which I feel like after this term, kind of needed. But where was I going with that? Oh no, not Hunter. Who is that? Padme. Boop. Oh, there she is. What I'm most excited about is I'm actually going to go through and watch all of the I'm going to try to, right? And I'm going to go through and watch like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not all the way because there's just no way that I can. But as far as I possibly can, I'm actually now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really curious if this guy's got the Omicron. Oh, he does not. Wunderbar. Okay. No, so like I'm really curious because my oldest daughter, she's not seen them all. She's seen bits and pieces, and so we're gonna go back through and watch like Iron Man, and maybe we'll skip Iron Man 2 and 3. But like we watched Shang-Chi, and we watched all these movies together, and it's been a lot of fun. But like now that we're watching like Hawkeye, there's things that she needs to like fill in, gaps that she needs to fill in, and so I'm gonna try to do that this that's this I'm assuming I'm gonna just take out Padme right off the bat. If I can kill her, then everything else is gravy, right? Boom! There she goes. Down goes Padme with a broken heart and a shot to the chest. But yeah, I'm excited. My goal is just to watch a ton of movies and catch up on stuff. I also want to catch up on a bunch of reading. Like I haven't read any of the Star Wars comics for months, and I just really need to get back into those because one, Crimson Reign, the Crimson Dawn, or not the Crimson Dawn. Oh, here we go. Did he put all of the? Ooh, good. I was worried for a second. I was really worried this back row was going to be like all GLs. All right, no, but Crimson Reign is supposed to be like this new thing that introduces a lot of these old characters back into canon. Like Prince Shizor is supposedly back in canon now, and I'm like very excited for that. All right, let's do. I'm gonna double check this for Bosk. Bosk is one that I'm usually comfortable with going against, but you always want to check, Bosk. And can we talk a little bit about freaking Eclipse? Star Wars Eclipse? I mean, I don't have any idea what that book is, what that video game is going to be about. I mean, I've got some idea, but I mean, I'm stoked. I will absolutely be getting Eclipse. I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pull in my resistance, assuming that I don't think I used my resistance on defense. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did, but I didn't use my Empire. So let's try that out. All right. So we've got this fella, and then Piet, and then Gideon. I'm not sure this is gonna work. Let's do these two. I don't know. We'll see. Let's give this a shot. I don't think this is going to be super effective. Let's see. I've got all these other guys. Wouldn't it be terrible if I like lost here? Screw it. Right? You guys know I don't play for the win. I play for the fun. Hmm. Oh, I do love Gideon. Very curious to know what happened to Gideon after he was taken into the New Republic. Let's do this. I'm also very happy that I put uh what's his face. Let's go ahead and get Karg out of the way because he's gonna have that heal. That not the heal, the cleanse. Bye bye, Mando. All right, so this is actually working a lot better than I anticipated. I am happy with the outcome. So Zachary Duke, which I think I've actually this isn't my neighbor Zachary Duke, right? Different Zachary Duke. You don't live down the street from me. If you do, how's it going, man? How's your family? But of the legendary characters that they've added, right, or the legacy characters that they've added, we've got Mara Jade. We've got let's look at them real quick. I'm gonna hop out, right? The short answer is yes. I think many of these characters are going to be added. I think Mara Jade definitely. I think Mara Jade could even show up in the Book of Boba Fett. I think it's very possible. I think it's more likely that we'll see Mara Jade first show up in the comics. Dash Rendar, Kyle Katarn, definitely think they're on their way. Starkiller is the only one that I'm like hesitant about. I do think Darth Talon is going to be part of a because the rumor was that Darth Talon and Darth Maul were supposed to be George Lucas's sequel trilogy bad guys. Like that was the rumor. They were the big bads in the original trilogy or in the original make, George Lucas's make of of 7, 8, 9. But with Lucas selling his baby to Disney, they were like, "No, we're gonna do our own thing." And so I think let's bring up the Finn real quick. And where's Fish Eyes? I think I just saw him. He's always there. He is. Newt Gunray. But with Lucas doing their thing, like I think it's very possible we could get any number of things. I think very much that Darth Talon will somehow be connected to whatever is being done in the Filoniverse. Uh, I really believe, like hardcore believe that let's see, bounty hunters. Let's do boom ba doom ba doom boom ba doom. Just all the way. But yeah, I think that we're gonna see Talon come in one form or another. I would like to see them completely remake. I don't want them to completely remake episode 7, 8, and 9, just because the whole continuity would be frustrating. Like, I don't want Star Wars to have to go through the same crap that I don't know, is it this one? Oh, all bounty hunters. Recovery up. No, it's this one. Boom, death. I just don't want I don't want them to have to go through all of these oh, well, this is iteration 1 and this is I don't want a multiverse in Star Wars. I want one canon. I mean, it makes sense if they have to go back through and be like, all right, well, we need to make some changes, right? But I don't want that. But at the same time, there has to be something that bridges the gap between what we saw in episode 7, 8, 9 and the Filoniverse. Now, I saw this really awesome theory on Reddit, which I think is fascinating, and it is with Thrawn being brought back with the planet that we saw at the end of Bad Batch season 1. oh, I want to say Talon, Teflon. I forget the name, but it's the planet where Joruus Sabayoth is, and where Thrawn meets Joruus in the the Thrawn trilogy, the original Thrawn trilogy. Um, I would love to see the rumor is the theory, the fan theory, because that's what it is. It is a fan theory. Um, that uh, Thrawn. Let's do this. Uh, Thrawn uh, and that whole crew, the Luke that we see in Episode 7, is actually Luke and not Luke, right? And if that's the case, then the Luke that we see is in hiding because he's not the true Luke. Or he was waiting for the true Luke to do something else. I can't remember exactly what the theory went, because it was like I was so excited by it, I stopped paying attention. Um, but like, I if that's the case, it would make sense that like real Luke would go into hiding because he knows people are after him. Maybe he knows Thrawn is after him, right? Uh, very possible. I don't know. Like there's many things with that theory that I'm like, they could really take that in a fun direction. Um, I don't know if you guys have read it. If you have time over the break, or if you haven't read the Star Wars Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy, you need to, and it's absolutely fascinating. It gives a ton of backstory as to why and how Thrawn became the Thrawn that we knew in canon. Um, Great story. Like, I bought it on Audible. I bought the physical copy. Like, I lent it out to one of my coworkers who's also been reading it. I was like, "You've got to read this. It's so good." And it is. It's amazing. But what it does is it answers a lot of those questions. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm gonna get hosed. I know it. It's that freaking ship. Gets me every time. But let's come down here real quick. All right. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna say my Sith. So I don't know. Like, it's a really cool theory, in theory. But there's just so much that could potentially go wrong. That could change. I'm excited. If they do that though, I think a lot of the things that I would be concerned about are kind of like addressed. I'm gonna bring in just the 3, right? Mostly because I know that I can do it with the 3, but also I feel like I'm gonna get hosed on that ship. So we'll see. I don't know. Boom shakalaka. All right, come on, Treya, stay alive. Let's do this. Boom. All right. He brings in that thing. Treya gets hurt. All right, so this should actually be in the bag. Let's go back to here. Kill him. All I need is one of those. There we go. Ow, I want to get some points back. That didn't work like I wanted it to. But no, that ship is gonna kill me. Hands down. I think I'm gonna lose this simply because of the ship. But whatever. Let's give it a shot. I haven't lost yet. So, I mean, I've lost many times. Just not this one. All right, Mon Mothma. Who do we have? We got the Rebels. This could work. Yeah, let's do this one. Vader and his Mon. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so it's Palps, Vader, Thrawn, and there we are. Royal Guard. Royal Guard. Thrawn. Oh, always out of line. Those two. Just goofing off. Let's see. Boom, boom. Shablamo. Yeah, I do think that we'll see a lot of legacy characters coming back. Part of the reason why I think that is Disney wants to make as much money as possible. And like I feel like not all of the things that they've done have panned out for them. And so is that gonna kill him? Nope. I was worried about that. And so I don't know, like the whole the ship, the Star Cruiser that cost $4,000 for a weekend, and by a weekend I mean like 2 nights. It's not getting the reviews that I think they wanted, right? And that's not good for them. They need a lot. They need a lot of big wins. And I think bringing in old canon, listening to George, say, hey, this is what I had originally planned. Do this because I know it's effective, or I know it'll be effective. I think if they do that, which again, I'm thinking that they will, I think it'll work out for them. And I think we as fans will see a lot of those beloved characters show back up. I am almost confident, and this is how I think this Star Wars, the Book of Boba Fett will show. I think we're going to see a Jedi in canon. Oh yeah, Pikashi. I do stream. I don't stream very often, but I with the new GAC stuff coming on, and I was like, I wanted to give it a shot. But here's the thing, like I know that, like I don't know. We saw that trailer. We saw the images from the trailer, right? And you've got Boba Fett right in the middle. He's looking just hardcore, rocking like a chiseled dad bod. We've got Fennec Shand standing off to his left, and then like over to his right, there's like nothing, but there's enough space for at least one more person. And you've got to ask yourself, like, who's that one person? And everyone's like, oh, it's this person. It's Dengar. It's whoever. But wouldn't it be really cool if the person who is standing there that is cropped out is not a person that we've seen in the trilogy so far, or not a person that we're familiar with? And fans would be totally familiar with him, but it would be the ultimately, and I forget his name when he's a Jedi, but Darth Krayt, right? I'm gonna look it up. Who was the Jedi who lived with the Tuskens? I always spell Tuskens like Sharad Het. Yes, that's the guy. Or Asharad Het. I forget his name, but like ultimately it's the same dude. I think that if we've seen Fett spend a ton of time with Tuskens. He speaks Italian? I don't know what it is. Tuscanese? I don't know the language that he speaks, but he speaks it, right? Fett legit speaks the language. And so we got to ask ourselves, why? And how does he speak that language? And, what does it mean? And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I'm like, we've seen the Tuskens in a lot of the trailers, in a lot of the videos we've seen him. And when like I'm just legit thinking that like this is we're gonna get him. I think we're gonna get Asherad Het. And in the book of Boba Fett, he will be Asherad Het. But something will happen, whether because I've heard many things like it's gonna be a one-off storyline, or it's gonna be one thing, or it's gonna be so it's really hard to tell what it's gonna be. But I've heard a lot of things, and at the end of whatever happens, Het is going to have, I don't know, he's gonna be, where am I going with this? Alive, right? Or he's gonna somehow eventually become the dude that we know as Darth Krayt. Darth Krayt obviously being the leader of the person who Darth Talon becomes the hand of, right? Everything being interconnected, I think that's where they're going to go with it. Now, after saying all of that, we've got the First Order, and I honestly feel like I'm about to lose against the First Order, nonetheless. So he's going to have the same good First Order team that I do. Let's see who I have left. Oh, I think I could get him with this stuff. So he's got, like, the dregs of the First Order. Oh, I don't even have a full First Order team. Who do I need? Ooh. What if I put in... Not Newt Gunray, that would be dumb. But Metalmouth. This guy, Wat Tambor. I think that, I don't know, like you get Wat that first opening and then maybe, feeling like this has potential. I outnumber him gear-wise, but there's a lot of, let's see, hold on, does he have, okay, good, he didn't put the Omicron on Phasma. Chrome pants. On a side note, I do believe that Phasma's pants, or outfit in general, is made of the very same material that let's do this guy. And who do I want to do? Let's do this. That pilot just looking smug. Stop looking so smug, pilot. You don't deserve it. Not in this First Order. Anyways, yeah. Short answer that I just spent the last 45 minutes rambling on about. I do think a lot of the legacy characters that we've seen in the game just being introduced are going to be introduced back into canon somehow. I think there's a lot that... Oh yeah, good point. I have not Omicroned anyone yet. I'm thinking that I'm going to go with... Let's do this. I'm thinking I'm going to go with Qui-Gon. To be honest. I have Qui-Gon, I think, Relic 3. I mean, it's not fancy, not fantastic, but giving him that relic, I think, might be pretty beneficial. I don't know. Same, I like the... Let's do this one. Give him some love, just a bit. Yeah, so I have most of the Jedi kind of well stacked. And so having a Qui-Gon be there to not suck, I think it would help out a lot. But I don't know. Like I haven't yet decided. I'm probably, I mean, unless I get crazy lucky on like a Cantina drop, which, I mean, they say that you can get them from Cantina, but can you? Can you really? Oh, douchebag, Douchington, that guy. Oh, you stinker. That's what you are, my friend. Anyways, I like Qui-Gon. A lot of the new characters that have come out, I think, are great. They've got some really cool Omicrons, but like, I'm not gonna get them anytime soon. And so, like, saving them for someone down the line, no, not worth it for me. All right. Oh, this is where I drop the ball every time. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up, guys. Executor. No. Kill order. Swugga. That was like a terrible way to. Nope. Nope. I don't want to watch Arnold as I'm live streaming. That'd be weird. Oh, Smithy D. I remember him. See, I think Mara Jade's like the likeliest to come into the game. Or not the game, into canon. In fact, they did say, let's see, who am I watching? Swugga for life. Really? I think I'm gonna take two. I think it's gonna take me 2 attempts here, guys. Because my ships suck. But here I'll go. Yeah. So here's the thing. There was a book. I forget which book. I think it was from a certain point of view. Like it's technically canon. I think. Can't remember, but from a certain point, it's a good book, right? If you are ever looking for a book to get to what, from a certain point of view, it's a good one. It really is. But there's a moment where Luke is like he's standing in like I don't know on Tatooine. He's like, "This is what my life would have been like if I were a moisture farmer." Or a whatever, right? And he goes off and he talks about, and he's talking about his wife, right? And it's like how lonely he is now that he's, alone on this planet. Oh, let's do. I need a tank. That's what I need. Boom. I usually use. Let's do that. There we are. Anyways, and so like he goes through and it like tells the story of Luke as a papa or as a husband, and then it ends with like, oh well, he never got married, and Luke's couldn't have kids because of whatever, and so like I don't know, like it's a really good story, but I honestly think that why would the most, I don't know, like optimistic person in the galaxy all of a sudden be like, no, I gotta kill my nephew? I think it's because he lost his wife. I think Mara Jade will be introduced into the picture. I think she's likely to come into the picture soon. I've thought for a long time that Mara Jade would actually be introduced in the she'd be recast as not Kira, but Dr. Aphra. But then Dr. Aphra not into guys. And so, you know, I'm thinking like, what could how could it be with Thrawn back in the mix? I think it really could be anybody's guess. I think, but I do think Mara's coming. You know, who else does this guy use? He's talking. He's got a separatist. So I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm probably gonna lose this right here, and if I do, that's fine. I feel like I put up a good fight. Someone who had, oh, it would be so dope to see Mara in live action. Oh my gosh, um, I'm excited for so much, for Thrawn, for Ezra, oh, just all of the stuff. Um, I'm really hoping we get a Sabine in in Book of Boba, at least as a reference. You know, that would be awesome. Let's see. I'm gonna bring in. Oh man, this is tough. Let's do this. I think I'm just gonna bring in some cleanup ships. TIE fighter pilot. Okay. Let's look real quick. Can't be evaded. That's nice. I think yeah. So I guess the idea is to get starting lineup. Okay, good to know. Let's see, I probably want Sun Fac, TIE fighter pilot, and then bring in the G. Boom Chakalaka, and who else? What should be my fourth? Assuming I can get that far. I don't know. This would be my thoughts, because then bring him in. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I apologize if you're screaming at the screens, but let's go. I mean, like I said, guys, this is where I lose it almost every single time. And again, this is why I think Fleet Arena is all of a sudden becoming like that much more impressive or important. Let's see, like buff immunity. That did not happen. Boskin. Yeah, I struggle with this one. Offense down. Let's do this. Stun him. One turn. Number one stunner. Ouch. That is painful. All right, and let's bring in offense up. Let's do this. Yeah, that tenacity up sucks, because then everyone else is stunned except that guy. And I know that mines are super weak, but oh, I was hoping that he avoids, because his evade is supposed to be real good. And every time he evades, he should be giving more presence of mind, the Vulture droid. Okay, gotcha. Dead. Balls. throwing IKEA furniture around. We're Hyena Bomber Vulture Droid. All right. Woo-hoo! That's nice. Dun-dun. Oh, there goes my ship. He blowed it up. I think I need to stop using those mines. Oh! You're all alone, little Geonosian! Yep, he's gone. Hey, but I made the attempt and I got 2. So, yeah, stinking shit. They get me every time. Alright, let's do this then. Alright, first order. Let's do booyah, booyah, and booyah, booyah. There we go. There we go. Maybe I can take out a few of his other ones. No, man, Michael. No, don't worry about it. I know that I suck at ships, and I own that. So any loss entirely on this guy. So just ask my good friend Rusty Jason. He knows. He's been on. Yeah, it's frustrating. I get it. All right, so target ally. I need him to survive. He didn't. Now I'm hosed. See, I think this might be okay. It's not going to help very much, though. Yep. No. Hosed. Chafe. Make him chafe a little bit. Nobody likes to chafe. It's not fun. It's awkward. Do. Stay strong, little ship. Hold on. Oh, I was really hoping that I could have killed him. Oh, balls. You know what it is, Like I said, ships is just not my strength, Let's go up to this. Go up to Thrawn. Probably should have used... Oh, do this. Boom. 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 Boom, boom. So here's the thing. Like, I've been focusing on ships for like the last month, 2 months, and it has been demoralizing. And when I say focusing, I'm just talking about farming, because like there's just so much to get, and it's just like so hard because it's like, I mean, you've got to do it. You got to have good ships now because it's such a big part of the game. And I believe it's only going to get bigger. And so, yeah, I'm super frustrated. Like, I think the Executor is out today, right? And so, I mean, I have to do the event, and I'm only 1 round away from it. But I've not looked it up. I've not, it's what I'm going to do tonight in bed. I'll just be like, how do I get my Executor up? Sorry. It's been a long day. That was not as inappropriate. Well, it was inappropriate. But it wasn't meant to be inappropriate. That's the key. Right? It's awkward on so many levels. But, yeah, no, like, I should be able to unlock the Executor tonight, given the right opportunity. turn meter, damage over time, inflict burning. Oh, I want him to die so badly. You go die now. Yes! Oh, see, now he took out my own. Jerk face. Oh, no, no! Ah! Ah! Had I just been able to get Thrawn to shoot his big load. Sorry. Had I been able to get Thrawn to, like, take that, like, that shot, that would have been huge. Sorry, my mind's in the gutter, and I apologize. Oh, I'm so angry with myself. Man, that hits hard. That IG-88, that double tap, that's nice. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to earn those 2 points. All right. Damn it. Can I do it? The answer is probably no. Now, I will say, though, if I had a fluffier bottom in ships, if I had as a fluffier bottom in ships as I do in, like, my roster, I'd sitting pretty. You know? Like, my roster's pretty dope. And this is, again, part of the reason why I think they're going to spend some serious time over the next little bit building ships up. You know, they did say it was a shipload of changes, not content. I've been saying it wrong the whole time, which is frustrating. But, you know, I still think that more ships are coming, right? So, he beat me. Hats off to you. Vulven form. Oh, man, that's tough. But, you know, again, for someone who... I was going up against someone who had 5 GLs. I feel like I did pretty solid for that, you know? Now, let me show you where I'm at. I am 3 relics away from beginning the Sith Eternal Emperor farm. I should be able to get to it by the end of the week, which I'm pretty excited for. Then I'll have like 3.5 GLs. Obviously, I won't be able to unlock them right off the bat, but I'll, you know, get them up pretty close. I may end up having to buy Ahsoka on this one. I'm really close. Like, we've got a few more days for the for this event, but I am. Let me show you. Let me go to the store real quick. I don't know why I came in here to go to the store, but I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'll come over here to the store. Boom, shakalaka. Right? Like, I'm not far, but I'm probably gonna have to spend some crystals to get her. You know, I should be within 5 by the end of the event. That's kind of my goal. And if that's the case, I'll throw the 600 crystals as often as I need to unlock her. I will do everything I can to unlock Ahsoka, or, you know, Kat, by the end of this event. It's so frustrating, but I do have Kenobi, or Kiadi Mundi. I let my guild down this last week by not getting more shards for him. Ballas, I'm sorry, but we're growing. It's a steady growth. Right now, my focus is on unlocking this little butthole. 15 more for the 7-star Vulture Droid. So I don't know. That could take 3 weeks at this rate. You know, I'm doing 2 refreshes a day. It's killing me. But I've got him, or I'll be getting him. I've been going after Wrecker again for the ship that is attached. Wrecker will probably be the only Bad Batch member that I focus on at the moment. I might wait until April until they go the double drops, because right now the thing I am most focused on is ships. Additionally, let's see. Like I said, I'm going after C, but here are my ships. Emperor Palpatine shuttle. That's one that I've been slowly trying to farm. To be honest, I forget about ships, and because when I go to characters, it only shows my favorites that I'm farming, and not the ships as well. I forget about them, and it sucks. But that's what I'll do. I hesitate to let the Sith fighter go by the wayside, but I probably won't be farming for him anytime soon, or for that ship anytime soon, simply because I just don't have the desire after everything. But if the rumors are true, which it sounds like they very well could be, Nihilus is getting his own flagship here soon. So we'll see what happens there, right? I feel pretty good about where some of some of my focus has been. I've been trying to get my Imperials to be a strong team, and I feel like I'm at a point where they're there. There's still some definite room for improvement. Obviously, Mara Jade, love her. Lord Vader, from everything I've seen, I'm gonna wait to tweak or whatever thing they have in mind comes out, start focusing really heavily on him. But Dark Trooper and Range Trooper are two that I'm gonna get up, and they should be good. But really, I feel like I'm sitting pretty. I feel like I'm sitting in a really good place. I'm at a point where instead of getting my characters as high as I want them to be, what I'm trying to do is or let me phrase that. Instead of unlocking the latest and greatest, what I'm trying to do is unlock and get those characters to Relic 5, so that I can bring them into the sea pit, and then they're viable in territory war, they're viable in territory battle. It's really a good time for me. I'm excited to see a lot of the changes that are being made. I'm curious to see what's coming next. There's a lot of potential around the corner, and it sometimes it takes them a while for CG to get new stuff, to get approval, but it sounds like they're working really, really closely with Lucasfilm. I think one of the big things that I noticed from that this last round of discussion questions for these interviews for these characters as they've come out. One of the things that I want to say it was CG Top Hat. It could have been Crumb. I don't remember which. But one of them said that they are in weekly communication with Lucasfilm. And that's huge. It's really important for us as fans to remember that they have to get sign off for these characters. And the fact that Lucasfilm, who then is, Disney, obviously, is saying, yeah, go ahead and do these things. The fact that they're letting this game create legacy characters is huge. It's massive. And I think it's not just massive for the game. I think it shows that they're willing and they want fans to have the toys that they want, right? I think we're going to see some change when it comes to Star Wars as a whole, but also specifically here in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. But I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Guys, I really appreciate you guys coming out. It was kind of an impromptu live stream. I didn't have to put my daughter down tonight. My wife was able to take care of that for me. And, I had everything done, so I was able to stream and get my butt kicked. And you know what? The important thing is I had fun doing it. So thanks, guys. I will say, check out the links in the section below. As always, Audible. There are some amazing books out there. Thrawn, Ascendancy, so good. The trilogy is amazing. If you've not listened to it, if you've not read it, in the link below. It's Audible, 1 month, 2 free books of your choice. Don't sign up. I mean, if you don't have to continue for the month, but if you do, you help me out. If you don't, you help me out. And either way, you get 2 free books out of it. It's amazing. They're yours to keep. So check that out, guys. It's great. Or find a family member's credit card and sign them up as a Christmas present to them, because it's worth it. Don't do that. But regardless. Anyways, guys, have a great day tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great night tonight. Stay safe out there. Bundle up. It's getting cold here. Take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your neighbor, whoever. Have a very happy holidays. A Merry Christmas to you. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.